Hey guys, what's up? We're gonna put together this 6-foot cage. It's a PVC cage from Family Reptiles in Lakeland, Florida. We bought a bunch of these 4-footers over here, a bunch of these 4-footers and a bunch of 6-footers. I am assuming that the build is pretty much identical to the 4-footer. We're gonna open these up and put one together. I've got a guy bringing from Kentucky right now a larger retic. So I'm gonna need this cage to be able to house it until we get the other building all together. So that's what we're doing right now, out of necessity, but also we'll go ahead and do a build video on it at the same time. We built a bunch of 4-footers last week. You guys saw a video of that. The easiest way to probably do this is to have this down on the ground and to assemble this up on a table as we showed you in the last video. Let's go ahead and just put this on the ground. This one is considerably heavier than the other ones. Or am I imagining that?
No, it's heavier.
And we have this extra piece. It's probably structural support for the middle. I also don't see it on the instructions, so as with every other cage, we just won't use the instructions. If you're watching this and you have a penis, you probably also didn't watch the instructions. If you're a girl, you probably did read the instructions. Unless you're a boy girl, maybe then you didn't read the instructions because you're a girl trying to be a boy. Little blemish, yeah, I saw that.
It looks way bigger from over here than it actually is.
This one's already stripped, yeah. Okay. We think this is probably the back. This is, think it's the bottom? I think the bottom has the track for the glass.
This will be your bottom or top right here.
These all come with tempered glass for the doors. They're pretty nice. Man, I am not catching. There we go. All right, so we have two. These are the sides. I just gouged it. Yeah, I just gouged that with that piece, that edge. Cut that edge.
So there's your back. Here's your bottom. Glass goes in that, I assume.
Yep, glass right here.
Packaged pretty well.
I'll set those up there.
And they had it between all this other stuff there.
Yeah, they put a lot of styrofoam in here. They've done a good job at packing and shipping these things. Now this will catch on these screws here where they've assembled this already. So you'll have these little extra pieces of plastic. This right here is the bottom though, so you will not see this. There's a couple other places on here where they've assembled and put screws through. So you'll see in a minute here where we actually score it. We cut across it with a razor blade. Is there a back piece on here? This here?
The back piece that we were sitting on top.
Oh, pull it out of there? Sure. Moving the 4-footers around were no problem. These 6-footers, I'll be a little more careful with. I just don't want to get a gouge in them. So this comes off and you can see right, you want to zoom in right here? This comes in, you can see that you've got this extra plastic here. So Cody's gonna score across here, just lightly with a razor blade. Because you will have all these little snags. And this track here, where your glass, these are the window tracks where the glass slides, you will have all of these little pieces of plastic and it would drive me nuts just looking at it. That is the front of the cage that you'll see that. These have all kinds of dust and stuff, so just have you a towel just from shipping or maybe even out of the factory when they cut them, they just didn't wipe the dust and debris off. And then you have a ton of little crumbs. Hold on. You have a ton of little crumbs from the styrofoam. I usually take a vacuum and vacuum that up before I pull this out. It's all pretty loose, so it comes out pretty easy. That PVC material has a lot of static electricity to it, so all those little styrofoam crumbs, they really stick to it.
Before we pull that,
Yeah, we don't need it yet.
let's get the sides and then deal with the back, because if we just have the back freestanding, that's going to be a lot of pressure on there.
Okay.
Slide one way or the other.
So you have a small cut and a large cut? Nope, they're the same. They didn't make these different.
They are not the same. You are holding it sideways.
Good info, okay.
Your right hand needs to go forward in the forward position. Your top needs to be forward. There you go.
So they are the same.
They're the same as the other ones.
Yeah, but I'm saying up or down, it's the same. All right. We need all the screws.
Add screws in here.
All the extras. We'll just work out of these. There's the handles. Double-sided foam tape to put the handles on. We have built enough of these. You always have, they give you a lot of extra hardware with them. I don't know about a lot, but several screws extra. They're all the same, identical screw all the way through. Be careful when you're using a driver or an impact. This material here is almost like the inside is not the same as the outside, and it's pretty porous.
Like a foam core.
It's like a foam core, exactly. And you can over thread these and they will suck way into these. You don't want to do that. So just be cognizant of that if you're using an electric drill or driver. I got this one. It's considerably slower. Walmart, I think it was like under $20. It's USB charged. We've put all of these cages together using the same charge. I've not ever charged this yet. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 6 cages we put together with this. You got 2 screws here on the side. And then there should be 2 on the face also. That's your center support. This is here so that when you put other cages on top, it doesn't bow and put tension on the glass. You are supposed to be able to stack these, but you do want to be cognizant when you stack them that, for instance, you don't put, that you want a 6 foot on top of a 6 foot. You don't want to put a 4 on top of a 6 because it's not going to distribute to the vertical panels as well. So just be aware of that also. Yep.
And that might cause issues too. You might have hot spots where it wants to dip down and bow.
Yep.
All right, we're ready to put the back on.
All right.
And this isn't the correct orientation for your...
It is. Already. Yeah, because you have 2 divots here and 1 on the top there.
Well, and it's not backwards right now. You're cut out now.
Got it. Yeah, for the electrical, there's a cord that's going to go through this slot. You want to make sure, looking at the front of the cage, this is on the right-hand side. From the back, it'll be on your left hand. There are 2 screws here on the side, and there's 2 on the side at the bottom also. Well, I already have those on. I put those on the other piece. Man, I can't see anything back here.
Nope.
Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 across the back on the bottom. And 1, 2, 3, 4 down the side on both sides. Man, I can't see this at all. I can't see this. Like, I'm blinded with these lights here. Perfect. I don't know. I can't. Here, use this. Yeah. Use that for me. I can't see like when I'm in there.
Yeah.
So it's gonna like I can't see if they're faced out or if they're in flush. There it goes. I would easily blast past that and go too deep. 2 down here and then 2. You got all those over there? Oh, there's 3 over here. Okay. All right.
Next 2, you have 1 in the center of those. We also have the bottom all the way around.
Yeah, we'll flip it once we have it.
Once we have the top on.
What is this? Oh, that's where I gouged it. That's
Yes.
where it sliced that off of there.
The screw holes top and bottom for this
There.
piece.
In the back of it? On the inside or the outside?
Top and bottom. For the lid and the bottom.
Got it. There's nothing that needs screwed right now, though.
No.
Okay.
So we have the top on.
Okay. So we need to put the top on now.
That's where we're at.
All right. Here, let me slip.
What you got? As you pulled that off, all of the hair on my arm stood up and attracted towards that.
Because, when this, just the static, yeah. This is all stuck on every screw hole.
We'll take all that. Be aware your cord is still inside.
Okay. Okay, cords through the slot.
Let me deal with the center support.
Good. Where is you see how this is off? Where's all the rest of the coating on this? It's just not on this piece? That's weird. You want to slice this here? It's almost like this was already unpackaged, but the box looked like it hadn't been opened. Where did you get that from?
I thought you used to tell Babyhead that.
I used to tell Sebastian, sit on your hands.
Sit on your hands.
What are you doing? Choke yourself. Not with your hand, with my hand. Huh? Yeah, quite a bit of it. I've not seen it on any of the other cages before. It's weird that a lot of the plastic was pulled off of this already too.
Hit it with a black Sharpie.
Oh yeah, totally could. Yeah. I can't see shit back here. I guess there's nothing back here that, well, in the middle here.
Top, and then you've got 3 in the center on the side.
The light is very lacking on this inexpensive driver from Walmart. The light is much better on the Milwaukee and DeWalt tools. I was so excited when they put LEDs on those things.
The thing I'm realizing is if you're holding a screw in place, you're blocking all of it.
It's even worse on this one.
So, what color is the new one going to be?
The snake?
Yeah.
It's a, I think it's just a normal albino.
So
Yeah, yellow.
that's what I was curious.
But it's big.
Is it yellow or is it brown?
I think he said it's 16 feet. 14 feet maybe. It's a big snake.
Larger than anything I've ever dealt with.
We had some big berms when you were real young.
Yeah, I just don't remember anything. That far. A long time ago.
And big berms are bigger than big rechicks.
They've got
Heavier.
a bigger body.
Is that everything?
Just the bottom now.
All right.
Get the stuff out of the inside.
Oh yeah, I didn't take that into account when why do we have all these extra screws?
Because I was using extra screws.
Okay.
And we have not done the bottom yet. It's going to have many screws.
Yeah, there are a lot of screws in these compared to the 4-footers. All right, let's put, I want this forward so that I can see it light-wise. I think this will be, this way we have light.
This will work.
Again, if you're putting these together or any of these PVC cages and you blow past it or you strip it out, you can always pull the screw out, put a toothpick or some other small piece of something in there, and then it'll thread back in and it'll bite. You could also fill it with a little bit of glue or something. I'm gonna pull this way past so I can get past the cord and hang over the edge here. I'm still not in enough right here.
Easy now.
Yeah.
Quite the power tool you have.
I can't believe it's still holding a charge. That it's
Yeah,
still.
you got a lot of use out of that.
I don't think I ever.
Charged it out of the box.
I never put a real charge on it either. I just took it out of the box and ran it.
Most of that should be like 80% out of the pack. But we've done what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This makes 7.
Yeah, I think so. All right, we got everything?
Yeah.
All right, let's flip it over and look at it. Can you edit movie magic a dragon or something in here since I don't actually have an animal? The guy will be here after Brandel leaves, so we'll just take the smallest of snake and put in here. Where are we putting it? I don't know where we're putting it. Probably right there on the floor.
I would very much like to have it where it's going to be before we make it heavy.
Well, the glass comes out. It'll be no problem. You can see in these cages, this one here has 2 incandescent fixtures and has a fluorescent also. And you have individual switches for those. You just all with one cord, one plug. And then you have a probe right here for your humidity and temperature. And that's actually on a long cord. You can place that wherever you want it to be.
It's still at it.
These doors are considerably heavier than the other doors for the shorter cage.
Left side in the back. We don't have handles yet, so.
These slide in the upper track and go down and then drop into the bottom track right there. There we go. I do wish these tracks were aluminum and not plastic. This is, look at this here. I'm not even in that upper track there because this is flexed probably. It's probably not completely square. See it here?
Sure that we're in place all the time.
I'm good here, but I'm out of the track here.
Yeah, you are with the other door too, so let me check this center support.
Let me pull these. Now again, we didn't see anything like that on the 4 footers. This is bigger. I did see one of the cages I had a little bit out of square, and just by pushing on it and flexing it, it kind of squared it out.
All right, we are not all the way in on the bottom, so this is holding part of that up a little bit.
Okay, so what do we need to do?
Let me loosen those bottom screws. We'll
Okay.
slide it forward where I can loosen it right here, and then we'll just pull down on the top
Okay.
and make it fit.
All right. Be cognizant too, building these on this PVC is pretty slick. So while the weight is down on the table, when you do get this moving, it does move. So be careful, do not pull it off and have it fall on the ground. That you might snap something. There's still a bunch of styrofoam crumbs in there too. We'll vacuum that out. These bigger snakes right now, we keep them on paper. So I've got some 36-inch wide butcher paper. We bought it from, I think it came from Sam's Club years ago, and we've been working off the same roll for a long time. So we'll just roll, I've been putting 3 layers of paper down. These big retics, as soon as you change their cage, they go to the bathroom. I changed all the big retic cages last night, and out of 4 of those, 3 of them immediately went to the bathroom in their cage again.
See what you got there.
Try the glass.
Yeah. That should be enough to keep it in. Just check that back corner. You're in there now.
Good thing it dropped into the track, not down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that did it.
That's it.
So if you put these together,
Give it a gap about this big on the bottom of that, and all I did was just pull the screws, shove it in, and put the screws
cool.
back in.
So we just didn't have this compressed enough via the threads of the screws. So everything's good there now. These handles are plastic and they're held on with double-sided foam tape. If this company's like, how could I improve my cages? That's the one thing I would say is drill these out and use something that screws in. We've got other caging here, kind of like these from another company. And they have billet aluminum. They've got aluminum black anodized handles that screw in. That's literally the only thing I would change about these. And then second, if I was being picky, aluminum tracks, like actual metal tracks. I've not had these cages for a long time, but I could see over years this plastic just breaking down or something, hit it or whatever. That's the only things I could say I would change about the cages. And we probably eventually will change that ourselves. All right.
Like something fell into it and dented it.
Uh-huh.
You sit there and pry it back out.
Yeah. Whereas if it was aluminum or, something. And I think that track like that is available, maybe not for caging. I don't know what you would ask for at like Lowe's or Home Depot, but I know they have it because we built cages 40 years ago when I was a kid. I remember Jeff Hunter built some cages and had glass cut. We've also used windows, like actual home windows, but those only open one direction, so not ideal. Especially if you've got a big snake in an 8-foot cage that doesn't want to do what you want it to do. And you can only access these I can move both or even take them out, whereas the others don't work the same.
We took one out last night.
Yeah. So there it is. How long is the video right now?
Like 35, 40 minutes.
35 minutes with talking.
Yeah, that was not in a hurry by any means.
Yeah, nothing to it. I mean, we built a bunch of them, but. So check out Family Reptiles. You'll find them at all of the Repticon shows is what they do. We've seen them in Nashville. We have seen them in Atlanta, a few other shows. They move east, because they're from Florida. But Family Reptiles, you can see them on Instagram. They don't really show much caging on their Instagram, but you could reach out to them and that's how you talk. This, by far, these are the lowest price point on these size of cages that we've ever seen. We've seen other guys at shows making them and they look homemade. The fit and finish is not as good. These, they come flat packed, which is really nice. We went into Atlanta and you can see right over here, we picked up everything we could fit in a moving van, not like a box truck, but like an actual cargo van. We were completely filled. We couldn't buy we bought every cage we could possibly fit in the van. And that was, I think we brought back 8 6-footers. I think there was 12 4-footers. And then we filled up all the rest of the gaps with 30-inch caging. So check them out, Family Reptiles on Instagram. And they have a full-blown pet shop too.